Okay, student, thank you for time for our group. And then today I will presentate about dealing with complaints in the hotel. So before I'm getting to the topic, let me introduce myself. My name is Mario Saputra and my friend name is.
Yohanes Stefarati.
Okay, student. In this topic, we are talking for student how eh, we are talking for student now how to serve guests at a hotel who have problems related to the facilities in the hotel. And then we we have explained about the point in this book, especially for topic dealing with complaints. So let's start to the topic. Okay, uh, the first one, the first one is about speaking. This is the part one of for the for the this book. So for the speaking, students divide the class into groups of 3 or 4 to discuss each situation in turn. Appoint one member of each group to make notes for the report back. The second, in the same group, students should think of other example of complaints and pass them on to another group to see how they would handle them. Okay, the next about reading. In this book, uh, for the reading suggestion, the article there are there's a fly in my software. Student is an authentic text taken from the Times. It is a serious article written in a fairly informal style. Uh, Student went to ask some question first for class group discussion. Here are some suggestions for this text. The first one, have you ever complained in a hotel or restaurant? Then, what things do people complain about? And then, which of all following are most and lessly likely to make a customer complain? And the last, which of following is more likely to complain? So, back to listening. For listening, students have listened about how customer and and guests to speak in the hotel about the complaint. For example, for in the bedroom. And then the next about language study. Present perfect passive. For this book, especially about language study, students have already met the present perfect active in Unit 2 and the passive in Unit 6. Next exercise focus on the present perfect passive and introduce some important housekeeping and maintenance lexics. So back to word study. In this is a difficult area of language because there are often differences of use and collocation. The general rule is that absolute intensifiers are used with absolute or extreme adjective. For example, we do not say every Felt B because filled by filled sorry. We do not say very filled by because filled by already means very dirty. If we want to intensify an extreme adjective, we need an adverb like absolutely.
Okay, in the next topic, especially part 2, speaking. Divide the class into two groups. Receptionists and guards. Make sure they spend time preparing their roles in these two groups. In particular, they should work on the mood, aspect, and the language device used to achieve this mood, or the language study and word study section will be very important here. After they have fully prepared their roles, the students should pair up one from each group and act out the conversation. The next, reading. Before the students read the letters, focus attention on the drawing and the advertisement. What problems could a guest have in a such hotel? What problems could a guest have in such a hotel? Illicit items such as a long way from transport facilities, cold and draughty in the winter, etc. The next, writing. Students prepare the letter in pairs. They will not only have to decide about the language to use, but also about what compensation they are prepared to offer, if any. The next, listening. The listening tech is a natural pace of story building. It is more or less a monologue with only a few interjections from the other speaker. The first, give the students the following words and the phrase and ask them to contrast a story about disastrous state using the words and the phrase in the same order in the which they are written below. The next, they can then compare their different stories and also listen to compare with the real version. Next, it is also important that the different stages of the role play are followed in order and that it is not too rushed. After the role play, spend time discussing the experience and what is sought about how to deal with guests who complain. Also, go over any important language error which you know during the role play. The last topic, especially dealing with complaints in hotel activity. Although the results recorded on the sample questionnaire are fictional, the questionnaire is genuine. The suggestion answer, the first one, no much hotel would expect much higher percentage in the left-hand column. Such figures as this, although not disasters, would certainly warrant further investigation by the management. The second one, lobby. Receptionist and the front desk restaurant service and breakfast. Next, there are no right answer to the question, but you may need to fit in possible appropriates such as speak to individual directly, have group meeting of staff, retraining, written warning to individuals, or even dismissals. Police procedure guidelines. Okay, thank you.